Welcome to GKA Mobile, our state-of-the-art platform designed to facilitate cutting-edge, smartphone-based research among healthcare professionals and patients. To showcase GKA Mobile for you, we're going to walk you through an imagined project among diabetes patients, incorporating surveys, blogs, discussions and idea storms. But first we'll begin with the brilliantly simple video diary. Having logged into the mobile community homepage, the respondent is presented with a list of all the activities currently live and available for them to take part in. That means any activities that have either been released to the whole community or those whose segmentation criteria they meet. If we begin by opening up the video diary task, you'll see all the details the respondent needs for the activity, its title, and full instructions of what the task entails. In this case, the requirement is simply for the patient to record and upload a short video diary describing the impact their diabetes has on their day-to-day life. You'll see that within the description, we've included a guideline that no individual video should be more than 3 minutes in length. That's not an absolute limit, but keeping video files succinct ensures that when it comes to uploading the video, it runs smoothly. And of course the respondent is free to upload multiple videos should they need to. So how do we post a video? Well, firstly, we enter a title. Next, we add a description. And then we simply select our video. At this point, there are a couple of available options. Firstly, it's possible to record your video there and then, simply using your smartphone's inbuilt camera. But alternatively, if you've already recorded your video, you can simply select it from your camera library, and the app will neatly compress it for you, ready for upload. Once it's ready, you see the little thumbnail picture appear, and at that point you're all set to simply hit the Save Post button and your post has been submitted. To confirm that, the successfully added message is shown, and if we scroll down you'll see that the video post has now appeared at the bottom, giving the respondent the chance to review it, add a comment or delete it. One final thing to mention that this video diary task is demonstrating for us. With any activity that you create, there's the option to set it to be public or private. If a task is set to be public, that simply means that everyone in the community will be able to see the posts that are made. But if, as with this video diary task, it's set as private, no submissions to that task will be visible to anyone else on the community, ensuring that confidentiality of sensitive information is preserved. Next, let's take a look at a discussion task. For this activity, we're asking the respondent to describe their most recent consultation with their doctor, describing both what was positive and what was negative about the experience. To contribute to the discussion, simply type in the box, add in any multimedia you want, and hit the button to post your reply. But as we scroll down through the activity, you can see the discussion thread as the conversation has unfolded, and the respondent can easily comment on any of the posts so far. With the discussion tool, there's excellent scope for moderation, probing further into particularly insightful contributions, and of course the possibility of running follow-up activities to really maximize the results you're getting. Onto a more creative challenge, let's take a look at an idea storm. In this case, we posed the challenge of coming up with an idea for a new smartphone app that could help a patient living with diabetes. The idea storm challenge comes in two parts. Firstly, the respondent must post their own idea using the same method we've already seen. Input a title, description, any multimedia, and then submit. But then we get to the fun part. Now the respondent has the chance to look at all the other ideas the community has been generating and vote on the ones they like, To do this, they use the heart symbol, much as you would on many of the popular social media sites today. The respondent can then choose to sort the ideas in order of most liked. And here you can readily imagine the exciting possibilities of launching further activities that build on this. Imagine a mobile community of 25 respondents. Each of them has submitted their app idea, but it's become very apparent that 3 of those ideas are by far the most popular. But what about those ideas is so appealing? To explore that very question, you could perhaps release a discussion task, getting a conversation going about why it was that those ideas attracted so many votes. Or for an even quicker return, why not run a poll to discover which of the top 3 is the standout favourite? Whichever you choose, GKA Mobile puts the power to find the answer at your fingertips. Just before we leave the idea storm, it's worth giving a brief mention to another feature available on every task type, the option to make it either biased or unbiased. If a task is biased, a respondent will be able to browse and interact with all the posts that have been made to that task prior to submitting their own contribution. But if, on the other hand, you design an unbiased task, the respondent will only be able to see other contributions once they have posted their own. A feature that's perfect for ensuring your respondents bring their own fresh thinking to their activity engagement. To demonstrate one final task for you, let's take a look at a survey. If we open up the inbuilt survey option, you'll see an incredibly user-friendly tool. You can ask your respondents single choice questions, multiple choice questions, and then some open-ended ones to explore that little bit further. In many cases, that straightforward kind of surveying is exactly what you need. But should you want more complex mobile surveying, GKA Mobile can seamlessly integrate with our more in-depth surveying tool, combining feature richness with powerful simplicity. Now that gives you a brief overview of GKA Mobile's capabilities, but what we want to show you next is the option the respondent has to engage in every part of the community via their web browser. Having both smartphone and browser portals into the community affords your respondents the freedom and flexibility to engage how they want, when they want. You'll see that the look and feel via the browser is just as intuitive as the phone app. The same home screen offers the same range of current activities, providing a seamless experience that allows your community to switch effortlessly between the two. Now at this point, we're going to take you through just a few headline features of all of the control that the admin dashboard of GKA Mobile puts at your disposal. Firstly, let's see how you review all of the activity your community is generating. If we go to the Review tab along the top, you'll see a list of all of the activities in the community. To review the video diary task we began with, simply open that task and you're presented with a list of all of the posts, with the one we posted just a few moments ago at the top of the list. When you open the video, you can choose to play it back there and then using the inbuilt pop-up player, but just as easily you can download it to view or edit in your preferred software, giving you the options to work in the way that suits you. Jumping across to review the survey task, you'll see that it presents the survey results in a highly attractive and accessible format. A single choice question has its results displayed in a pie chart. This chart gives us both the actual data and the percentage that represents. With a multiple choice question, we can see a bar chart. And then of course with the open-ended questions, we can very simply view a list of the answers that were submitted. That gives you a flavour of the kind of reviewing that is ideal for an at-a-glance update of how your community is doing. But what about when you want to do more significant analysis and reporting? At that point, GKA Mobile's export tool comes into play. Whilst reviewing any task, you'll have an export button available, which launches the option to generate a report. Fill in your title, any accompanying notes, and then select your choice of Word or Excel format. Once you've done that, you're ready to produce your report. But for now, we'll show you just a couple that we prepared earlier. To demonstrate Word reporting for you, here is a report of the discussion task. At the top, there's an overall description, and as we scroll through the document, you can see the various posts and responses that have been made to the discussion task. To demonstrate Excel reporting for you, here's the one relating to our survey task. Again, you see the key task details. As you explore further, you can see an overview of each respondent's answers. And if you explore further still, you can see an overview of each respondent's answers, breaking down into each of the survey questions. Well, we hope that's given you just a brief introduction to GKA Mobile, but we'd love to discuss with you how mobile can fit into your next research proposal. So please contact the Client Services team on +44 1242 220 420 or email clientservices@gilliankenny.com.